In the preseason, Geno Auriemma came out here and gave an interview with Dan Patrick where he thought Caitlin Clark would not handle the physicality of the league well. Her game would not translate. Thought she was on the wrong team. Called, more than likely, you stupid for believing what your eyes were telling you. The stupid fan base, as we were called. Well, how about it now? First team, all W. Caitlin Clark, year one. So Caitlin Clark is the first rookie since Candace Parker in 2008 to be selected to the All-W first team. Fifth rookie since the year 2000, joining Sue Bird, Tamika Catchings of the Indiana Fever, Diana Taurasi, of course. Maybe there was, reality that was on the way, as, Diana once said, but the reality was Caitlin Clark. She was also put on the first team with the other, unanimous selections, Nafisa Collier and Asia Wilson, and also Brianna Stewart and Alyssa Thomas. That would be a hell of a lineup if they ever ran it in a game. So if you didn't know how it worked, the voting for the team, it was conducted at the conclusion of the regular season before the playoffs. This was a positionless vote. So it could have been 5-point guards. It could have been, an all backcourt thing, but it kind of just worked out all as an interesting lineup you actually might want to see. I think that it is very impressive and special that, Caitlin was able to make this in the first year, because this is kind of what I was, thinking. I was like, this is the best guard in the league. This is one of the best players in the league. Why are people not recognizing this? To honor their announcements, each member of the All-W first team is going to get $10,300, and each member of the second team will get $5,150. Now, how did they come up with those numbers? That's what I want to know. $10,300. They were like, no, not 10,000. Let's give them 300 extra dollars. Why would they do this? I don't know. But Caitlin Clark did get 52 first-team votes. Second team, she got 14 votes for a total of 302, and that put her fourth in the lineup. Collier and Wilson, of course, were the unanimous selections. The second team is Sabrina Ionescu, Kalia Copper, Nneka Ogwumike, Arike Ogunbowale, and Jonquel Jones. That's pretty interesting. I would think, you might have seen maybe we're looking at, Kelsey Mitchell. Unfortunately, she didn't make it. I thought she would have been a worthy All-W second teamer. But, they decided to, award, Arike and Sabrina, who were awesome as well. This is, a big moment for the league. Kind of took a while for this to come out. But I guess we should just play Gino's comments himself. So this is what this fool was once saying.
Targeting Caitlin Clark. I saw where you said the WNBA, they're targeting Caitlin Clark. What do you mean by how she's being guarded or, enforced?
I think you and I both know the landscape that we live in today, both sports-wise and non-sports-wise, right? We are in a red-blue. And if you're red, you can't agree with blue. And if you're blue, you can't agree with red. Whereas most things are in the middle. If you're a college player and you're a great college player, like Caitlin was, the delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart. There were actually odds on she's third or fourth in betting odds on being MVP of the WNBA.
The odds are right. Honestly, it just sounds like Gino's capping. Let's keep it rolling a little bit more.
These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid.
This is what they think about you. This is what they think about. And when I say they, I mean the establishment of women's basketball, between, the legacy coaches, the Olympic team, the older players in the league, sometimes the legacy media. This is what they thought of you most of the year. They thought that you couldn't trust your own judgment. They thought that you did not watch her drop 41 on LSU. You didn't watch her take Iowa to back-to-back national title games. Of course she was going to come in the league and ball. I'm so glad we don't have to tiptoe around this anymore. I'm so glad that we can stick our chests out, because I'm going to call, Caitlin the check casher, because I'm writing these checks, but she's cashing every single one of them.
That it gives women's basketball a bad name. Okay, so the kid was set up for failure right from the beginning.
Unreal. He just won't stop being wrong in this video.
So if you're a WNBA player, and believe me, I've coached the best, and I've pissed them off a lot, and they let me know about it. But they were tremendously disrespected. And none of them are going to say it. But human nature is, okay, this kid's coming into the league. And Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening. And they all jumped over her, but they didn't read the whole thing that she said. But nobody's printing. Diana Taurasi was right. This kid's...
Hey, maybe Diana just had the right words. Maybe she just didn't have the correct direction those words were supposed to go. But enough of Geno Auriemma, the clown show. I think we heard enough of what he was saying. It's time to celebrate. If you're a Caitlin Clark fan, if you followed her throughout this season, went through that first 9 games where the schedule was crazy, the Olympic break, the All-Star game, the insane second half of the season that just became, quite frankly, one of the most notable seasons in sports history. I think you should, be happy with this. And, first team All-W, that sounds like an MVP candidate going into next year as well for me. And I got news for everybody. 4th ain't good enough next year. We talking about 1 or 2. Let's go. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll holler at y'all next time. One lifetime.